My enemies to nothing! Savage Wolf Fury! No one walks away! My secret art gets got.
Not all moves were made equal. Damage abilities, healing, crowd control, support, defense, whatever this is, those are fine as they are, but from the very beginning, one move is always designed to stand above all the rest. Ultimates. Why do they exist? The quick and easy answer is that they feel satisfying to use. Anybody that's played a few games knows the feeling. RPG, fighting game, MOBA, FPS. But where does that feeling come from? Well, it's in the name. They are the ultimate move, that's their purpose. They do the thing they're supposed to do really good. And that isn't always shoving your damage down some poor guy's throat. Good ults can do a lot of different things depending on the type of game you're playing. But I feel like the most standard can be found in fighting games. From the fighting games I've played, you use your super and you watch your character send the other to meet God. The only thing that might change is the methods of activation and damage. For MOBAs, with a little bit of skill, a well-placed ultimate can help you win a team fight. Maybe you don't need skill at all. Maybe it can just... The very best ultimates serve to suck away every ounce of fun from the enemy team, because their keyboards have been swiped, and their mouse found some cheese. What's left afterwards is an impromptu minute of silence, as the enemy team gathers to mourn their dead morale. Point is that when used, you're supposed to feel competent. No matter what form that takes, an ult is supposed to have a high impact on the game.
Oh my god, man.
Or you could just fuck it up. If you play competitive games, I know you've wasted an ult before. It was probably something like this.
Oh my god.
Your ult can be one of the most useful tools in your kit for inflicting psychic damage. Depending on who you're playing, missing is death. Not only for yourself, but for your team as well. I bet someone remembers missing that 5-man CC, and now the assassin can take your team from behind and completely obliterate your little Discord kitten that you begged to deal with. Good. Remember that feeling. It won't make you stronger, but do it anyway. Or you anti-synergy with your friend and you realize you pressed one button but you somehow managed to waste two. Or you have that one moment where you're playing as 5 with your friends in Valorant and you miss the enemy accidentally steering your Gecko ult into your entire team, stunning them, at which you can feel the 1,000-yard stares coming from your screen as they all get gunned down mercilessly. So missing your ult can feel bad, and what I'm trying to say is that if you miss your ult, you're a stupid dumb idiot. I don't like that you're having fun, and I've already reported you in all my ults. We've lost because of you. Is that an FF vote? Missing ults is one of the worst feelings, because then you just have to sit there and wait for the cooldown. But if the cooldown wasn't there, then hitting the ult wouldn't feel nearly as nice. That's right, resource management is fun. Getting to spam your ult only ever feels good when you experience the other end. And my point isn't that it should feel earned, it's that it should feel like you're breaking the game. Being able to do something that feels like it goes beyond what the game allows, that's fun. If you spam your ult and the enemy is full HP, you watch a cutscene and now all of them are dead, it might be fun for a bit, but you'll know it just get boring watching the same unskippable cutscene. The resource doesn't even have to be a cooldown. Most RPGs just make it so that when you get hit or deal damage, you charge a bar or something. From there, they usually add some way to manipulate the gain of your ult, and that adds more depth to the combat, either through some sort of skill or from an accessory found because you opened that chest that was guarded by a super boss. Games might also want to make you fulfill a condition to use an ult, like an all-out attack in Persona. While it really isn't an ultimate, it fits the bill of one by being that one move you pull out to instantly deal with a fight, and it's limited by the condition of knocking all the enemies down. This brings me to one last thing. Look at this! This looks so good. It's memorable, it's got staying power in my brain. Ooh. Ah. My point is that ultimates are supposed to be flashy. Even if it didn't really do that much, I'll still use it again just to try to look at it. Again. And again. And again. Okay, this is getting boring. The novelty will wear off eventually, but it adds more punch to make your button pressing feel more important than it really is. It's definitely more satisfying looking at... Oh wait, holy shit, what is that? That looks so good. Compared to... Oh shit, that did a lot of damage. Extra points if the voice line goes extra hard. This is especially true for single-player games. They really have to make sure that each ultimate is distinct, because they basically all do the same thing mechanically. They hurt. It's why you can find a bunch of these ultimate showcases from different games, even though mechanically, they're exactly the same thing. They just look cool as shit. There's really nothing else to it. Now with that said, I have a question that I would like to have answered. Would the nuclear device from Civilization 6 be considered an ultimate? Now hear me out. It's limited by the condition of going to war and the Manhattan Project tech. It needs the uranium resource, and it has an extremely high impact on the game, given that it wipes an entire city from the map. Visually, the mushroom cloud can look pretty cool. Have you watched Oppenheimer? You can make your own voice line as well. Just say the power phrase, "I'm gonna nuke your city." At which the nuke receiver will then say, "Don't." And while we're at it, let's just say that there will be at least a 1-day cooldown before your friends want to talk to you again. Imagine being such a strong move that it has real-world implications. So taking into account what I've just said, would a nuclear device be considered an ultimate? And then if yes, I should be able to say, I'm ulting whenever I nuke a city. Okay, that is all.